the reasons for resigning be more.
Pressure too much.
Exactly. The bia she said the way are Ghana's why she. What I say?
Yeah.
And nunti and a coban say you do pempens why we had no option. You explore all the options, the homegrown solutions. The also bia you need to at least 11 the buy at least bit me generate enough revenue. Send a at least a bit media cushion yama, et media managing yama economy na yama Ghana phone na helm. But unfortunately the 11 also the revenue generation has started on a low note. I could do you need other option than to approach IMF to fall on IMF for support.
Okay.
What you say?
Yeah.
Enti mimi fo senko we kana MPP for Mobashi NDC mo kaseti ya bebre e wo niam bebre so mo call IMF.
That's true.
Yes, but for me I think sir if you look at the whole conversation very well it wasn't say omo call IMF no and ye kasa ho. Nemum the reason for going to IMF no ana de ekofa baaye e mo call IMF no.
So what pushed the government to go to IMF?
Exactly.
The actual reason, no, not the equina yede kono.
No, but of course. I mean, fine. Ubi beka say you were a number of party ma bakum you nubi kasetia even the IMF itself. But on the general note, no, it is the reason why they went to IMF. And then NMO call IMF.
Okay.
What happened? And then they see MMO call IMF. That was the main issue. What you say? Because at that time, no. We share the reason we call IMF. There's no way at that time we share the whole Africa. Na Tunisia pay, and they were on an IMF program. And I wish we Asia for in countries are no more IMF no. Bibi kakrebi.
Okay.
Na the DPF say there was not so much pressure globally, but it was generally a local issue which has to do with, I mean, some bit of mismanagement of the economy. Edrum pempenso e me cause senchini na sifo nyina. Lastly, they had to fall on IMF. What I see.
Okay.
That was the main issue we actually hit at. What I see.
Okay.
It's the end of the day, if you look at the reasons why, as a government, we decided to go to IMF, no, mainly had to do the major cause and factor are external factors. What I say. Macheche bimu and now share other country, developed countries, or indicators, no BBA neko ye crown. And now we pray for support. What do you say?
Okay. So this is a global pandemic.
You see, and okay, yes, because of the politics of it.
Because you also made
politics
out of it.
No, and that's what I'm saying. The reason why they went to IMF. That is what we need to look at.
Okay.
For now, they should also, try and look at the reasons why currently this government is going to IMF.
Okay.
What do you say? What are that? And all this IMF itself. And this, developing partners, say it is a global issue. It is documented, it is everywhere. You can check for yourself. But who try say, then they're trying to play politics with it.
Doc, Adeba Akone say, we all knew this. And the finance minister, Nsubeka, said, when people were suggesting Ghana should go to IMF, now finance minister also nim, and the time I can say Ghana IMF no, now still this global thing is still happening. But on my we are seeing Ghana for Unity, I say we still can work things out without going to IMF. And the evil that men do, they say lives after them. Yes, finance minister can, and even after finance minister, there were a number of government officials almost can say we are not going to IMF. Yes.
But at that time, looking at, the issues and the cards on the table. No. At that point, that was the decision, not to go to IMF. What do you say? You see, Sebi or Kwasiane Nsanagri. At that point, there were a number of options available. Which
one of the one was the e-levy?
Exactly.
Okay.
What I say, and it was expected. I'm sure say the revenue that government expected say e-levy the bema omono. Senka, if you had gotten that particular amount, me sure say at this point government back so call IMF. At least it wouldn't happen now. It may be in the future because no at least would have been able to cushion the economy and government a bit.
Okay.
What you say?
Yeah.
But 3 months down the line, who said the revenues were not coming through the e-levy. That was passed. What you say?
Yeah.
At that point, a lot of government officials said that we are not going to IMF. But after and Ekoba said we had no option. Sika ne expect to see Sika ma. And quickly we need to. We had no option than to follow
run for a bailout.
Exactly. And that's the reason why we are where we are now with IMF.
So earlier, because of the projection, any expectations in Tino, the government said they were never going to go to IMF.
Exactly.
It was later on, and binary realizes near expecting near projecting so we should seek for a bailout.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was the point. That's the point I'm making. That's exactly the point I'm making.
So your expectations this IMF engagement.
Okay, in terms of expectation,
yes, sir.
Let me say, looking at IMF, they have, various programs. And yes, IMF, I had the krona and a conscious krona, omoba, say, hey, yashisha in ye, mumpu, we, and amobe. And yes, sanity. First of all, I need to know omoba be assessment of the economy. Omo try say, they look at the entire economy or the indicators, the current situation at hand.
Yeah.
Then based on that, Omani government being engagement. Now they try to find out from government. Government will also have to submit its programs to the IMF. Say, looking at our situation, we want to do A. This is currently what we are doing, and this is also new things that we want to bring on board. Then the IMF will begin to ask them questions. Say we through that the negotiation starts. IMF so because okay you say ha ebia sika bebre na ekọ ha nti ekwan bi so no wetumi afa so akati niam kakra because it's just like your personal life.
Yeah.
And then 1 million. This is the kind of life we are living. Ochina 1 million also at about 500,000, about 200,000. Will you be able to sustain the life I will live you with the 1 million?
David.
It will not be able to sustain it. So basically, that is how the arrangement will be.
Okay.
But I'm only hoping and praying, and then also appealing to government. In terms of the negotiation, they should try and negotiate to especially freezing on employment. There are a number of things that they will try to look at and to try to cut down costs.
Okay.
Maybe we'll take it out completely.
Okay.
But through this, expect to say at the end of the day, it will be a win situation for Ghana.
Musa, are you looking forward, sir? Say the current free senior high school, senior running any senior amount for can be brave. Even finance minister himself, Mpwaka say, or no say. Kobetimi atuane bus school fees and even 4 or 5 others at their when given the chance. But you see, I rolling it out for everyone. And this complaints every whole banner adenoa and Kebeyanka free senior high school should be looked at the second time. A second look at free senior high school. So Tepese in fact the current free senior high school and IMF this is a program you are running. Do you foresee some other projects programs are buying, IMF can also give a conditionality be affected programs. No?
You see, an American can say with the negotiation with IMF, first of all, in terms of government expenditure, definitely IMF will try to look at areas where chunk or majority of the money is going to.
Okay.
What I say?
Yeah.
At least a whole no say idea umbitimi ateswa mana ye no mateso with the current free SHS. This is a program or a policy that for me I've always supported and always championed. What I say?
Yes.
But I always believe in one thing, and the other time I said it in most sister radio stations, and the BRD say we have gotten to a point where we need to face the people of Ghana.
Okay.
And let them understand the current situation we have at hand. As a government and as a country. What's I say?
Yeah.
We have gotten to a point where we need to let everybody understand the situation, try to rally them behind us.
Okay.
So I think that if ya chechi ni mama Ghana for mu tibia ni situation we find ourselves in. Now Ekobani said even we need to relook or review the free SHS policy now. I don't think it is far-fetched or it is wrong to do that.
All right.
But because nobody can dispute the fact that a section of Ghana for Bibria or Mumawo secondary school and Ebani say I mean it is there.
Okay.
But I'm not saying that is what will happen. But I mean Ekobani I think, and we explained the issue very well to the people of Ghana. Say, this is a situation we find ourselves in for now, to be able to sustain the economy and try to revive and restore the economy back. These are the measures. We need to tighten our belts. What I say, Ghana for better.
All right.
So I think that these are some of the things that can be looked at.
All right. Enti Dr. Simon Ofori and Watino and Kano Mamen Court na fee.
Late come. The program be our elite.
Oh, Zamu.
That maintenance you.
No quite know what.
Ne what he what he
Oh, the Mebusana.
Oti yana.
Mebusana.
Odwano mana.
And I'm saying baby attendance so no quite yet. And the
Ne
Mebusana.
kwa ni nyena oni hol to na ban do mama ntimi ayekwa na.
Bibi abefa.
Ye be ya man.
Enti Dr. Simon Ofori and Watino and Kano first vice chair Edema NPP Ewon Price constituency and assign so a lecturer Ewo Koforia Technical University and Watino and Kano Mamen Court na fee mema
Maybe sad Dallas asembako. Say ade wedi kwaku ba kwa diana.
say
Na hwe books o dia begoa.
Doc we know okay we be yano Dallas Ampoma William
And the propaganda na was hot.
and I know me kwa Williams and can talk Yesifia
Williams.
Oh the Williams
Yeah.
okay and William okay Dallas akwaba
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
if I try your mic in your mammy na your mom come
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
if I try them to say
About the idea, actually.
it's a radiance Ghana for so any AgooFireIssues for near your phone or something catch it
And a criminal. And no pain, I see more free and crying.
Seven cast kind of what free kind of
My bama be doing term cry.
I say
Is in Granot yo.
what
What from Coco?
Mammy Dallas
Minia, my chair when they were tea for no pay.
let's see for you so
Menchia Dr. Simon, because me con cry, coye Jamaica crano. MPP communicators no omoma. And now enim guasia nanado dankwa kufuado e de akawom. Nti se ono anya kukuduro adware abɔ ne moto mu powder atuka abaha no. Nti se o akukuduro me mo na baso. Minia.
yes sir
Me ba me te se Dr. Simon e ka se Iwiase afa na nyina economy na tete apropa nsam. Nti no kra na ama Boris Johnson UK Prime Minister I resign. Oh sana okay.
I say it could also be a factor
It you said no brofo no aka na me kan twi. O say me kan e wan kasa kra wa kan ni brofo ya. O say e betumi aka ne ntia Boris Johnson resign you know. But you see Mr. Doctor Oyo chire ni. Menye sa we di MPP for na chia. Ne wasua wo school nyina obetu egu. Na wa be yese ba umia. Boris Johnson, UK Prime Minister, I resign from the party, not from government. That is one. Two, issues are Emma Papa no resign has nothing to do with economic issues. UK. Amanfoa resign from Nabaimo. Say, for instance, Ghana now work cabinet ministers by 70. Between 24 hours and 48 hours. Now almost 50 of them are resigned because of enamuns and semubi nimni akeka ho. So keta asese pro edwiri mu die kankan ekoso personally UK Prime Minister Nankasa ye involved.
Which at some point or admit be.
That is it.
Yeah.
And a man for our integrity or no any party mono said no, you cannot lead us. Oma resign, baby a drew no. Not only any other option than say Oba resign from the party. Now what can say party ne be man a new prime minister and one hand over man and wako. To mess 3 union men before. Or more incompetence, you know. More fat Boris Johnson resignation, you know, and to talk crap.
That's your IMF.
IMF, could be a no na metrim uchi.
But my main NKT for say live on YouTube and so. Enti AgooFireIssues on YouTube. Enti Facebook near AgooFM, Agoo 96.9 FM, and YouTube near AgooFireIssues. Enti live discussion we so live. YouTube and so AgooFireIssues to do what or subscribe na wa share e dia mame na bibia nso etimi akoyi that is your monkomo
menua maybe ameko bia na me try say me chiri mo chi na mama Ghana fo hu say IMF no
yeah
abodamfo ene wona eni munyansa ena they say omo eni munyansa kan say sebiwa ejimifo ena eko IMF yes. According to NPP4. You call IMF in 2015. No. Among my ETS, say a Jimmy 4 and a Abadam 4 and a call IMF.
Oh, Sana OTS.
No, NPP4.
And Sana Muma OTS.
Yes. It in fear num and the Bosomins in H3. A woman Casa Baimo. I'm director of communication at Ashanti region. Ne nasema wakachire Ghana for eno no.
Okay.
Iti ne mfie num ne bosomi nsia achire wo maban mu. Na mo nso mo ko IMF dia. Ne chese fifi se mabodam ana mo nso mo agimi.
Eze munyina same skill.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Minua. IMF no omane hiafo ahoteku. Omane hiafo ahoteku a Omailiku hiemwa na wako na nkwada nketenkete no ewo hon be 25 years 26 27 na oma bechere mpanifu nyansa ama omode ebu omo economy we ye MPP4 explanation and I said ono enchirase said the IMF
intimate o explanation or side of it
na maka omode ni nyina awie no amenka se minchire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na semwa okan we are making AgooFireIssues so the actual. You read details. No? Distinguished Speakers Series. Na series Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Alhaji Bawumia organize na odi schools mu be a central university no akwa organize lecture ho no we din tra se jo mahama binding enko yi nti in sinade so no number. In one of that that was March 24th, 2015. But with your permission, in reading. Mr. Chairman, the IMF bailout was totally avoidable if the government had listened to sound advice from many quarters much earlier. But government refused to listen. They believed in their own propaganda and said in Ethiopia. When government was cautioned about the scale of borrowing, the government responded that they would borrow more. Now that their propaganda has been exposed by economic reality, they are now forced to listen to the IMF. We have moved from Ethiopia to Yebiti IMF. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Distinguished Speakers Series, 24th March 2015. The American Kayeni in answer say ɔsɛ ɔmo tu NDC abanfo sɛ yɛabɔ besia dodo nti yɛnyae yɛsɛ yɛbɛbɔ more yɛbɔ besia ɛna de yɛnya kɔ wie IMF. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne nkyerɛ aseɛ sɛ ne nti yɛkɔ IMF 2015 no ɛno nie
besia bɔ dodoɔ no
ɛna de yɛkɔ IMF.
very well.
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on 19th April 2015 on also the Twitter handle or say, for the first time in history, an oil-rich country, some 5 years into oil production, is seeking a bailout from the IMF. Underlined word near oil-rich country. Just for Maya utu oil and sese oko IMF. In 2015, na Ghana kuruwa yitu oil ni ewumono na ye 1 bako. Dakro na yitu about 70,000 to 80,000 barrels of crude a day because na ye bako. John Dramani Mahama free abaimu in 2016 no the 2 account 10 fields and Sankofa fields. Inti neme no kasei oil no yitu almost 200,000 barrels a day. More than 3 times than the na John Dramani Mahama abain abresono na utu. But uti me
yepa.
John Mahama in 2015 na oil no amana ba kopen utu o ye adwuma de mienu kan ho. Mienu no na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne bedi so mfaso. Iti na me no kasei over 200,000 barrels of crude and yituni in a day.
Okay.
Iti by na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ni reason no. Then can say you could do IMF by this time. Now you see Obrempon, by 2019 na MPP aban asɛ Ghana economy no data. And then 4 days, Dr. Asibe Yeboah na oye new job in South na Shebidwani.
Former committee chair, Finance Parliament.
Wa bingu sikasemu rough. Oye interview, on central for ye interview. Asema dibia ye kan ya na MPP for say ye propaganda no. Obrempon obechire mu say the NDC for can sanity. Or MPP new. Or say IMF and NDC call in 2015 no. A some fast war and MPP for be in 2017 and 2018. It all the economic indicators. Say inflation and new papa in 2017 and 2018. Say interest rate echo from economic growth echo about 8.7 number 7. Ninyina ya John Dramani Mahama nhyehyɛ and in fact before ye free about me in 2016 IMF ka say ye nhyehyɛ na ya no eso beso aba in 2017 and 2018. World Bank can the same thing. Fitch grading agency, almost rating agency, almost can the same thing. Standard and Poor, nyina can say. And she say, John Dramani Mahama aye no. And so be banfa so in 2017 and 2018. It is all had the Ghanaian economy no. In 2017 and 2018 no, ne gina ne na so. 2019 and an MPP for do man kasa dwen ebibu. 2019 so and almost economy no. According to a World Bank country director, Joan Laporte. MPP for ye did the COVID that say a year mine on the COVID or some by 2019. No matter say or mine that. You 2 million actually see Obrempon.
Yes, sir.
I remember just about 3 sectors.
Métier.
May compare 2016 and 2019.
Okay.
2016 I normally say you born ye nyad into ye for mono. Me de no and I compare on 2019 and no na fi o man ka say you be bu o man. Construction sector, say you see a dying, say you are quine in your kika hono. Ni nyinimu under John Dramani Mahama in 2016, they 8.4%, or hamunchimu and watri at 3.9.
In 2016?
In 2016.
Okay.
By 2019, now call for more to negative 8.5. Oma beguni koju to. Offer electricity access. See a man crofwenya nyina mukania. By 2016, now you increase and 4% or how much and 9. 2019, no mama na conform to 0.5%. hwee akyiri po num ɔhamu nkyɛmu hwee akyiri po num
half a percentage
from half a percent enu one mpo
okay
from 4% in 2016 over currency depreciation say yesika sema na hoɔden ɛkɔ fam no
yeah
and the NDC by 2016 no normal say economy na say no ni yesika sema no ahoɔden no wɔ fam ɔhamu nkyɛmu nkron akyiri po nkron 9.9%. 2019 and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Nana Dankwa Adamo Beji or my almost omubu or mine. It moved from 9.9% to 12.7%. Or how much you do me no actually pounds. The last one, interest
rate.
Besia ehun si hu ayitua. Besia na ma bon bibiri ni si hu ayitua. Under John Dramani Mahama in 2016. Bos afini nyina mu no ne de Ghana sika 11.5 billion. 11.5 billion.
Yeah.
And it tia in Sihuo ewa besia ayebo ehun. By 2019, near the 37 billion and it tia ye besia ho in Sihuo. With these indicators, and then it shows by 2019 economy said that.
That's one of the reasons before Amoko IMF, no, there was not any global pandemic whatsoever. But with COVID-19, Russia, Ukraine, a whole lot of stuff.
Now, the overview of the economy Jama NPP before.
Mete.
Ye free abayimu 2016 no. My I say a trim because a chief we cheap. Ye free abayimu 2016 no. Ye free be energy sector levy. ESLA. 4 years ni nyina under John Mahama no. Sika unyaye 3 billion.
3 billion.
3 billion Ghana cedis.
From 2012 to 2016.
4 years ni nyina.
Okay.
Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo from 2017 to 2020 no wenya 12 billion.
3 years.
From 2017 to 2020 4 years. The
Okay,
same period
okay,
4
okay,
years.
okay.
No so wenya 12 billion. Just the John Mahama nyaye mo 9 and no nyaye. Oba petroleum revenues, ye petrol ye tuno. Sika efiri mu eba. 4 years ni nyina under John Mahama unya 6.4 billion. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 4 years, enya 20.6 billion.
They were also reservicing your debts.
Debt bank. At the time when yen yeji 3 billion, we were reservicing the debt of John Ajikum Kufuor. Because debt in baby John Ajikum Kufuor je ya. Eba ABC the maturity period ni besi NDC abreso.
NDC abreso no from
mills to John Mahama. In fact, Eurobond na John Kufuor je in 2008 no. John Mahama ni bitu yae 275 million euros no. John Mahama ni bitu yae. And when the made the buffers big kika ho stabilization fund, Ghana infrastructure fund ni kika ho no sinking fund. Sa be ya ye di sika be gum na bonds no ebe mature no. The sika ho ya di kutu ya.
Okay.
And what reminia total debt as at September 2021. Yen ye free aban no. Na Ghana Kenya 120 billion in 2016.
120 billion
In 2016. NPP by September 2021. Ne Ghana kanoma moving from 120 billion to 341 and there is over 400 billion.
Now wrap it up your mama.
Minia debt to GDP. Say what ton manager padia emu ahena odi kutua woka.
Yes.
And John Mahama ye ton manager padia nyina near the mu ohamu nchemu aduonu mu nsia 56% ene kutua yeka. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne me no ka say ye ton manager padia ye di emu ohamu nchemu aduo watch ye chiri pon na 80.1% ene kutua yeka. And less than 20% ye mu say eno kra de emma because obi be pocket it. Now, with these indicators, and watching Ghana Infrastructure Fund, you had $270 million at Muma on the free abay. Sinking fund, I can't want them 300 million, net them, and you free abay. And Numuna is 750 million for Eurobond or Gen 750. No. Stabilization fund, you had 207 million at 2 months, and you free abay dollars. Oil, somebody can near 280,000, no more over 200,000 barrels a day.
Okay.
Minia. Gross international reserves ni $6.2 billion under John Dramani Mahama Yifra Bemu. You establish Ghana Exim Bank. ESLA na make ho asem no. Every year a man another Dankwa Akufo-Addo aban $3 billion. Atuabo gas a save o man $300 million yearly. Because and me know cause almost half of your gas needs. A trouble gas are board base near the sea, you know. I take care of it and 300 million a be free economy in Makono. I come as a result of John Dramani Mahama just a part.
Okay.
Cocoa production. You did 969,000 metric tons and san ye free abaimu. Now, Obrimpong, the excuse of Russia, Ukraine, no. Russia for Ababema, Nanado Danko Kufu Adnaba, just to, I mean, so we samba, mami 2 minutes, I'm in fan wrap up. So be a man for be follow me logic, no. Russia buying Abema a year, but what you mean? Russia buying Nanado Danko Kufu Adnaba warning. Say mamu omunya so omoke cancel Russia and ama my economy no asay no. World Bank for some warning. Say munya say mo dey share COVID no. Now you see my mouse figures Obrimpong.
Sa figures na do anu si ama me.
My man follow me logic no.
Me time nti.
So be san ba me.
So
let me continue. Na me
nti me kodo ko amemba biem.
Na me flow yi.
Very well.
Hwe COVID-19 by MIMU March 2020. Meboana. Meboana nya
no cre.
Fantastic. 2020. Sika aban twae say or the body o man ho bra 2020 no. O he 2020 budget no ma na 95 billion Ghana cedis. 95 billion Ghana cedis. 2020 ni kwa wie no. Na ban a spend 103 billion Ghana cedis. Me pa cho we calculation no a 8 billion and a beka. 2021, a buy spend 129 billion Ghana cedis. Ye war finance minister as a Bramna Shebedwem, nema ye hunu sika mode eye the abamon semini na sika ade amodi sika na ye aye.
Okay.
Obrimpong. Finance minister come na Shebedwem no. Or say COVID related expenditures in 2020 and 2021.
Me tell now we see from
2020, almost say COVID, say your moment so electricity ni nyina 2020 almost spending 8 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
2021 also almost spending 4 billion Ghana cedis. Okabu mo ya 12 billion Ghana cedis. Sika free amanone free World Bank 2 billion 436 million dollars. IMF Emma $2 billion. Omuko yi $250 million. Free John Dramani Mahama sinking fund nim. Omuko Ghana Bank of Ghana ekwaji 20 billion. EU4 edi about 4 billion. Ebae Germany, Norway, UK, Emma isika. Oki kani nyina abo mo Obrimpong and also ye 30 billion.
Mate.
Oti 12 billion every 30 billion one pacho kai 18 billion.
Okay.
Eba ne saying na wo be ka kire yen say COVID-19 na ama wo economy na say wo bra COVID-19 is 30 billion ebreo. Also we use 12 billion pe. 18 billion na aka no ewe.
Me that say that is the legendary question. Actually yebebusa one more editie edibisa na one ama ye ho answer. Doc.
Yeah. Or inform me that say NDC4. Me no Dallas wa kan ho biem. I mean me can the issue of Boris Johnson resignation for my 5 reasons. One of the reasons the cost of living crisis and the tax rise. That is one of the reasons. We go into details. It is 5 reasons he gave in his letter.
It's one of
the reasons. And that is exactly what I stated.
But no any reason there.
No, but No, you actually put. I'm saying this because you put my integrity on the line. And I'm telling you that one of the reasons that Boris Johnson and Kassan State here.
It is not true.
But is it not part of it? The cost of living crisis.
Doc,
Also, inflation has risen sharply in 2022 to current rate of 9.1% in UK. What I say? 9.1% in UK. For a very long time now, Uko UK. For a very long time now, since 1992, it been see that say UK inflation ever called 9.1%. So what is he talking about? It is a part of the reasons Boris Johnson gave for its resignation no e kan ho bia boni be ne wo.
Okay.
It me say o e ho no fan to ho.
Me that say.
And now you see sometimes NDC for kasa sip say full say Ghana buy omo ma ba mu da. As if said they've not gotten the opportunity to actually rule this country, to govern this country.
I'm not sure they've said that.
You see, they've not said it, but indirectly. Usho omo kasam ni hawa Dallas abetra e kasana. It is as if said, and that is comparison with 2016-2019.
Yes.
I don't want for the indicators and what for be a JB. Selective amnesia.
Okay.
Adam Renti.
Okay.
Why didn't you talk about inflation? Why didn't you talk about interest rate? I didn't know one can answer.
Okay.
What's I say?
Was it better than
of course.
We left inflation at 15.4.
For 2019, what was inflation? There be 2019. No, what would you hear? No, you were trying to compare 2016
You were comparing
to 20.
to
Yeah, exactly. And this is what NDC 4 year. And no, NDC 4 year. What I say? Oh, the year. The time I'm speaking, I'll not stop.
Dog meet you.
Program no say.
Debbie, say.
No, but any stop
no.
Any stop
The microphone was off.
You see, the point I'm making is that NDC 4, as and when it favors them, what better I comparison 2016 to 2019, baby a favor no, what fair no, and I'll do your argument.
Okay.
And I may say, what for be a JB? If you pick no, and you say favor me. Oh, yeah, no, why fair. Okay, yes, 2016, 2019, yeah, no for baby, and also yeah, no for inflation, no for interest rate, bibia no can na ye fair no be at was. But me cover inflation interest rate no. Oh, the 2016 and never compare 2021, 22. When who's buy NDC for whom?
Me that say.
Betra ha can say. NPP for say. Sebi NDC for call IMF. Omo ye sebi okay can say me a me ntimi enka ho asem e radio so. Sebi so betimi abetra ha be can say NPP as a party. Say NDC for call IMF no. Omo ya abodan for ni. I mean, how can you even sit on radio and say this? Because if let's say a serial caller be baby akoka asem and now person tell me say NDC serial caller be eti baby koka asem ho a yemfa me share NDC for nyina kon asem na person tell no that is not the point.
Okay,
Mr. O emre na ma me niswa
we have other issues on the table.
Ye beka ho asem o ma me asem ba ko o ma me asem asem ba ko about Esibe Yeboah interview conducted on City TV with Omar Sanda. Yenyine tie bi. Michelle Dalax memetra ha kan se manim. Sebi opinion won kan ye. Yenyine tie na de minim se na utie MPP for. On kan den. Se Esibe Yeboah admit ye say 2017-2018 economic indicators na course enne Dallas abetra ha ebeji credit for 2017-2018 amamuo e Ghana ha.
Doc me that say
you see sometimes the propaganda amo ya mo susu nye.
Me that say.
Na papa no okasa na nyina tie bi wan kasa.
Right. Dr. Siborofori and waten in Kano na Eltoti go say afie we ya ewo mu yi. On say ne ya yegyina mu yi ene ye nananom ye nuanom ye wofanom ye maamenom muslimifo nyina ada enti Eid Mubarak. Ena yede ema won na we free Eltoti go ho ede be obi bia emfa ho say oye pepe new oye Christo new oye hwan new oye Buddhisto ye say Eltoti go sim card no fire adwuma simple na ye ma unlimited talk time Eltoti go na de ma wo eno nti wo de tua 25 Ghana cedis and now 30 Ghana cedis now enjoy a whole unlimited data any course odi beye ni odi beye bia da mu nyina odi dial star 111 hash star 111 hash now the package wa esiu se ubechusi no na wa chusi ne kama sa ni ye ne nei ye de ama we akwanya we wo ho ma enenko a mepachotie nti enei course abeye fitine sa bre ya wote menkan e de kokosi say midnight anadwo fa Eltoti go sim card no na ye ne sa dial star 111 hash Nafi wants to choose your preferred package. Na F.i.g.h.t wow, was our kind so F.i.g.h.t life is simple. My memfa messages we ento aso e Facebook. Nafi memfa nkomoaka enso ento aso enfri ho we say Amos Omari Yeboa or say hey Ghana on my way asem nko a. Ano so ne de no Emmanuel Tete and so I say should our leaders withdraw their 6-month salary from the Ghanaian people? We are far from poverty, but they should keep enjoying their time would soon come. Wicked leaders, Emmanuel from Ahumem, Nedia Yaw de Baye, and so no. Basashia Otaniba Okoi. And also say it is always refreshing listening to the boss of Eastern Region NDC Communication, Abrimpong, the mess created by President Anado-led NPP government is the reason we are in this long pity. And the sad reality is that are not showing remorse. Okay, the sad reality is that they are not showing remorse. And so, and on Walanyo Edifria Kwetia, or say the economy will bounce back no matter what. But only solution former President Mahama can give is to go to IMF and nothing else. So it means that the former president can be described as an old wine in new bottle. The alternative is still empty. Walanyo Edway Ifri Akwetia Nidia Ya Odiaba. And so and on my memory is 9:31 on the dot. Doc. Yanshe teacher for strike. Doc, in about 7 minutes, Yanshe teacher for strike. No. Yeah, Mom, come on, Doc.
Yes, sir. With the issue of the teacher strike, no, I'm say, no. Pacho, you started discussion now.
But on the microphone off. Okay. You have the floor.
Martin. Yo, with the issue of the teacher strike, no. For me, I think you do I will say we need to face the reality. What you say?
Yeah.
Me your checheni. Senia me nwa cheche for sebi. O ma tweet and say we check currently how anema akosro prices cost of living na akosro na hu be hia say aban so be bibia mom aya obe mom some the cost of living allowance my friend Kola no.
Yeah.
For me I think that it is justified. Me in my personal view as a person they are justified because o share the omo pesa ban ye mom. Now, we share the current situation, the situation itself. I feel say, it is justified. Say the call for that particular allowance.
Okay.
What you say? Because currently we share the prices of goods and services in Namia a cost within the shortest possible time. Because if you look at inflation now, Abribiara and Yema prices cost it is justified. But at this point, as a country and as people of this particular country, what we need to begin to ask ourselves is that the yeshwe fee abai hono. At this crucial moment, is government in the position
to provide?
Okay. And no, and we say beside home. You understand what I say?
Okay.
And inti and I me feel say it is about time our government should speak to the people of Ghana. Let's engage them.
Doc, maybe just a minute. I'll give it back to you.
Okay.
Way from the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations and normally teacher unions nishia.
Yeah.
I'm reading the outcome of the meeting. MTA in a minute. I say call for 20% cost of living allowance by organized labor. Statement issued at the end of an emergency meeting between the government and organized labor.
Yeah.
I say the government represented by ministers for employment and labor relations, finance, education, and national security on one hand. The organized labor, on the other hand, held an emergency meeting on Friday, 8th July 2022, at the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations conference room. on the aforementioned subject matter. The parties wish to state that 1. Government has taken notes of the demand by organized labor for 20% cost of living allowance in the light of current economic conditions prevailing in the country. 2. Government is committed to engaging organized labor to find a lasting solution to same. 3. Government has appealed to the teacher unions to call off their ongoing industrial action. In light of the foregoing, the parties have resolved to reconvene on Tuesday, 12 July 2022 at 2 p.m. to begin negotiations on the demand by organized labor. Signed on this 8th day of July 2022, Honorable Ignatius Bafuewa, Minister Employment and Labor Relations, Chairman for the committee. Dr. Antoasu.
Yo, enti the American man and say, if you look at the current state we find ourselves in,
yes,
we have approached IMF for a bailout. Now we share any American. I think, say, the government should be able to meet all these groups. Sometimes not just the leaders. What I say, let's even go beyond and meet the people.
Because nurses need midwives and so demanded the same 20% cooler.
And I know said definitely it will trigger down because I know Munkwana government workers.
And I know Ofosu Asamoah Labor Commission, Executive Secretary.
Okay.
And then Kasai will say, "Sa kole ya omu demandi yaji 2 months for Asamoah Kurubenya bi."
You see, but they are solely justified.
Yeah.
To actually demand for this allowance. But the me person me changing and say at this point, government is not in the position to actually pay that money. And that is why government has to begin to engage the people of Ghana. Civil societies, labor unions, all interested stakeholders and everybody on board. And let's begin to explain to them the situation or the position we find ourselves in as a country and as a government. What you say?
Yeah.
I feel said the people of Ghana are so reasonable to a point where see a church in some chomo, momu tibia ye womb, said the mu demanding no. More who quite se mu demanding. Ya share tibia and nay woman, more who quite se mu demanding. Name at this point, government is also not in the position to meet your demands.
Not just say, "Well, the
Of course, it is justified.
Okay.
But you see, your drum pempenswa say, "Yeah, I was here man, you mo be who say, bia, you mo be who say, b." Yeah, me feel say, "Ubia beti and as a country, you know, boy abosu."
Okay.
Near train. I mean, just a matter of, a short because IMF program it's a short-term measure. What I say, and gradually the economy will be restored back, and then we'll be back on track, and then on demands, at that point, government will be able to meet it.
Okay.
So I feel
they should.
I feel said
down.
I feel said that is the way to go. Say yenisa, beti ase. Now yetimi omomati ase say if the economy is restored by Yedru and Pempenswebia, then now we begin to look at their demand.
A big suggestion is a bayanka. CCA cancer yen fa belt moya yem. Abemum penifo should also understand and reduce their salary.
And I'm a chosen. I know a number of government officials or market you and yatiso.
Okay.
By 30%. What I say?
Yeah.
Yatiso by 30%. These are all measures. Definitely it is going to happen.
Okay.
Measures are definitely a bit ABC. MMDCs, I know say fine or market your money, but it has been reduced by 30%.
Okay.
And I know say definitely it will trickle down to all the other government officials.
Okay.
It's definitely no. Idea be inti me kakra me wo kanche a teacher for ne say omo demand no mu demand no. It is justified. Say omo demand. But at this point, a chop and be pom. Say be edru no. And come benya bo trek kakra maye. Omo nkoso and demanding pushy. Omo nkoso and negotiate with government.
Okay.
But the best from say omo bring back to the classroom na yen kola no. Omo metro ma dia.
Me da say Dr. Simon Ofori and now what's in can me ko Dallas wo na yen kam Dallas Doc say nka kyerɛkyerɛfoɔ no hu sɛ nneɛma mu nhyɛ da nkɔ yie sa nti no man yi kɔ IMF yi sɛ nka ne kwan so ano no
menua ohwɛ sika ba ɔman yi mu a nka nyɛ baabi a wɔsɛ yɛgyina yi ɛne baabi a yɛgyina ni yɛtu mmerɛ a yɛkyerɛ sie sɛ obiara sɛ ne integrity ho hia no mese Dr. Asibe yɛboa sɛ John Dramani Mahama IMF 2015 a ɔkɔɔyɛ no ɛno ɛso mfasoɔ na Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo aban udiye in 2017-2018, even first quarter of 2019. Mepacho oko Ghana weba. Mepacho kaima me. Memen kind of bianca.
Mahama's 2015 IMF move contributed to Akufo-Addo's first-term success. Former NPP MP.
Thank you. Maybe. Minia. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo aban wenya 530 billion.
530
billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
5.8 kura at the chili.
You use 530 now.
The flagship programs nina. Say one district, one factory, one village, one dam, no mokikano, one constituency, 1 million, one constituency, one warehouse, agenda, one. Flagship programs nina. Free senior high school nina. According to Omo 2022 budget, no, ono say ona spend 42.8 billion Ghana cedis. 42.8 billion Ghana cedis. Oti free 530 billion imwa. But choka about 488 billion. 488 billion Ghana cedis. About how many hiding? It's in such a big baby, you know. She o teacher ni biti nkoko oko suku ewo ebi esuboni rails e hono kochra de on high dan wo because situation e wo ho ni kunu ne ma it on to me nkotena asuboni rails nyasa ne fie begija to free hand a call every day in and out once a year 30 Ghana o multiply 30 Ghana by 5 but oya he
150 cedis
150 and no year now what you o multiply it by 4 bosomi be druno
600 cedis
na katu ya almost half echo because I know the 600 cities air transportation oko school be didi obenum nsuo ti under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo aban and you see enne say now ma yiri 50 Ghana ma oku edwam koye ekodi dwa be ye duane kama ma udia enne under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na haji ba umia 50 Ghana no eto nchene pe because eniema bo nyinara e wo soro te wo se na katua enso so ye ni ye under John Dramani Mahama cry ye call IMF in 2015 no and matise Dr. Simon Krazo can be so na hwe nsi we ase bibia nsi na moko IMF ne keka ho abempo bia ni mu say in 2015 dum so ba o man yi mu
eno no am say no de na ye self created
because oma bon oma packing kind in 1980 ena energy commission e ka kire o man yi say wo hwe say the population ni enyi no na industries e ba o man ni mu no every year I was say ye hwe say ye did not less than 10% of anyinam kania e kan yo hoda da ne ho abanya abako nyinara Jerry Rawlings na waya aboaze ne tema John Kufuor in 8 years not even a single megawatt under John Kufuor 2007-2008 adum so ne baaye no and a consortium of miners kika ho boom no mo de 80 megawatts e baaye 8 years ni nyina Kufuor mfa bianka so under John Mahama and Ohawa na as a persisting for so many years. Because be when more mema bakosem in the 80s, dum so by. Jerry Rawlings abreso dum so by. Kufuor abreso de na worse 1 week na winya kania. The problem ni be seen abreso and he had to solve it. Was solve ya manen kania gina so But a whole year, 2015, no, Obian will say, Doom so bad industries in the account call form a production, call form. And watch a single spine salary structure. John Dramani Mahama buying be implemented, you know. It drew baby near the almost Ghana, your revenues, no, almost 70% Tiakatia. Would you we are 30% now, cano, statutory payments, money, account, or by then, what me a boy mine. And watch, you know, yen oil and I tour in 2015, your Peggy, yes, $80 per barrel. No. World Economic Crunch, buy. Emma Obrimpon. Crude oil net buy below $40. They say what pegging 80, not yaba below $40. And but you see car so you will be in a mess. Unlike more pegging $60. I think $60.2. But they drew $100. It means you are getting windfall. When you cry now also. And you are still telling me you can't pay your workers? The last time a teacher for Kolan was, I think, 2015, 2016, under John Dramani Mahama, 20%. Even when the economy was in a bad state, I never say you call IMF because of or how I see if we are say commodity prices, gold, timber, cocoa, oil, you know, above for mono. Yet the teacher for Kolan here, and no crown inflation was 15.4. And the inflation year 27. In fact, U.S. economists be say inflation in there was check here, and then I'm 40% because of the rate and name cost. A teacher for you shall see us engaging another than Kwekufu Adwaben. Obrimpon, and yet no. Almost 5 months in ye. No more so mukobia, no masuma be omu to me small drivers, ministers and the drivers. Or some coach Ramos say Munko Revo, no Mako Revo Maba.
That's an allegation.
So they were joking with the plight of the teachers. And they didn't do baby a doing. It's unfortunate, see a manatee fee. But some of us, we support the teachers. Said this is the time. I was say, Nanado Danko Kufuadwa Bino, who train any teacher for any other workers.
Is there any suggestion to this?
National Labour Commission for crisis said no murua omu play and almost do S.trike in him. It tells you what should the tenchenta better Ghana Juma force. Abrimpon?
Yes, sir.
In 2020. Revenues na aban ye expect to send in Sabeka was 47.2 billion Ghana cedis. COVID buy in Chile and also we revise the revenue no from 47.2 billion to 42.7 billion.
Me too.
To 42.7 billion. By the end of 2020 no na benya 45.3 billion. Nena ni dasono unya broye 2021 na aban ehwe ni mu se obenya 57.55 billion Ghana cedis 2021 kwa wiye no wanya 57.32 billion, an additional 265 million Ghana cedis aka ni sika ho enti kwa be ye ne den in the midst of COVID in the midst of Russia-Ukraine war no revenue are buying air pe biara nensaka. This is 2022. And now the first quarter of 2022, no more expected so being about 14 billion. 2022 first quarter June, no, omunya 12 billion. 12 billion no. Interest also a tria on loans on Kwano Obrimpon about 13 billion. Now it means your revenue in the cannot even pay in Sihuo. Do not see a couple business debate ebeka couple business debate teacher for eka. We are where we are. Your baby are your way as a result of incompetence, mismanagement.
That is for mommy or
a teacher for no and then you omu here. Me pacho nyani omu here. Oh please. And then you teacher for any here any meetings upon meetings. Oma make you demands clear. So I'm up at 20% cola because I'm which more than I'm which ba
into your mom.
I buy pill on pill also to because when you see catching a buying biara and you see me man who's in IFN. This attempt, so I'm about compare Ghana to UK. Dr. Simo Eko see UK for the first time. Inflation. I do 9%. Make us an one year and any granny. Okay, that's
my minty or now. What's the other one?
So, person here comparison beer. Unhia say obeko UK. I was say what the neighboring countries no. And a year comparison no meboana. Togo wa ha, Ivory Coast wa ha, Burkina wa ha, Benin wa ha, Nigeria wa ha. Mene okasa nei. COVID no. Nipa dodo a ekun wom ewo Nigeria no is over 3,000. Yen high is about 1,008. Nipa wonu wu ye wo Cote d'Ivoire no. It is almost the same thing ewa ha. It means you did not manage the because we Nigeria almost size is more than Ghana there no. To hear nipa wu Cote d'Ivoire, nipa wu Nigeria and nipa wu Ghana. It means one manage COVID no any different from the other neighboring countries. But inflation Charlie. In Cote d'Ivoire. And 4% or how much 9
currently.
They've gone to IMF.
IMF
they have approached IMF.
Please.
They have approached IMF.
You see, meant to have an intro.
They have approached
Just a second.
IMF.
Just a second.
Doc Mamintio.
Me pacho.
Yo, Everyone, let me say one ma Dallas coin. One ma Dallas coin. One ma Dallas.
I've given you
Dallas
more than 7.
Dallas want to
just let me finish.
What over 10 minutes?
Please. On this.
Master,
Just a second. I'll finish.
No. Please.
Just
you cannot
a second.
control the program.
I'll finish. Please.
What do you control program?
Mamintio Doc Mra.
Yo, looking at the issue, yeah, come on,
Dallas,
you see.
Dallas,
We wrap
up. We wrap up.
On a hosting show this year.
Doc Mitio. No. Program no be anti me say. Doc Mamintio.
You see, you know NDC 4. So boss said Sika buying a 530 billion.
Yes.
And Obubo NDC flagship programs. MPP flagship programs. And 42 billion. The academy and you see, NDC 4, they be American said they are so desperate for power. So desperate for power. Omo adwin na enye how Ghana be tumpon. Ekwan Ghana be free ahwenhia mu. Omo dia ye power ombenya, and that is the end. Whether Ghana be collapse e be den and fire NDC 4.
Mo say Ghana collapse that monsem.
What you say? I mean, how can you sit here and say 530 billion mufanya? Let's be truthful to the people of Ghana. Flashy programs, Abu Boy. Do you have any of the flashy program related to roads? Ebi oho.
Oh, massa.
Ebi oho roads. Ebi oho. Flashy program ben a roads count.
42 billion.
The amount of investment
of roads
that has gone into roads from 2016 to date.
2016.
Recently, still like a sword. I mean, to construct roads.
2017
Kitasi Road. The railway sector. 2016 and this for railway sector. And then almost to me a single track.
Second day to Kojokro.
Almost to be complete here.
Second day to Kojokro.
What I say? Look at the amount of investment that has gone into the railway sector. And now you can say Huni Valley. Akati sword still railway. What I say? Sa same way you see can free in buy.
Okay.
Education infrastructure. You implementing free SHS. And who be here say population no rising all of a sudden. And there were issues of infrastructure, dormitories, classroom blocks, dining halls in Nasifo. Through Get Fund, the various district assemblies and other agencies. We share infrastructure in the educational sector. Agenda 11, before Agenda 11, Ghana ha chips compound a hodo. And infrastructure called the health sector.
Okay.
Nina no waka wasem.
Me that say 0544444 945.
Propaganda. Me patch me we woman spend a lot of time.
So woman time obesa 945 057622 3324. Me patch first aka say free here. Oh, atom. Me patch first aka say free here.
Aja menzani o.
Aja mensan what 10 seconds yanko.
Me that say. Na me say me nyana ma me say kika 1 million 2 million o wutwa no. Omo gu ho akwanta na. Tax bebrebe a mo gye no mo de ye adwuma papa bia ana mo sa koso mo angasa mo twa mo sika e de aka ho e no obi nka ho hwe
Mate me da say me ba che first aka say free he
ya oblipo
ya first aka say free he
di ko for family
me ba che monitor ni enko
yo kaka me kan say ye be NCP so say ade ni nyan say enyi enya de anana afọ de bo Ghana for ni na
other than because both of the door saying on you so my what see as the one because I need to know the one I can't be who I don't go to do.
Me so me da se me pa cho di so ka se free here. Hello. Me pa cho e fra so ka se free here.
Obrempon Ali total ni nkoko.
Ali total monitor.
Obrempon ma me chia na me chia de don ni cheche papa o de go ama atifo. Obrempon yen kan chere emfa nkyere ye ho. MPP fo amamu odi amamu omunim bu kitikiti say e din tina me kan sa. Woni me say any time bia on metra studio atam mo kan say from 2017 about 2018 na omu bu o man ye na COVID-19 we na be high. That means NDC and no penda da mahama brapa omu got to do on and on by no mu this is 2 years omu this one fast for
Me da say me pa cho di so ka se free here.
The friend Bagawan.
Bagawan go for the to say.
Nyame ado Obrempon.
Pa cho aha ye boko pa ye tie o.
Obrempon yan kan say doctor kan kuma so ni yem na show no tv say no. Na afi no Obrempon mestre mo. Samo fo obi aba bitina me bla penya na me ankasa me boss don lala sanemu a. Eya mo fo obi o computer we tumi na computer he. O say don lala so o ye original you. O ye NDC for ye original we no into onim kasa onim ade na na dim so abobi. Yama mo fo obi asa afa me computer na esa na ma me rap.
Say am I wrong ho? Me pa cho e fra so ka se free here last caller.
but the friend boy because free at Chemo for new road.
Me pa cho me tie o.
You boy the making as a pass it before Nana do IMF. I'm not going to phone room kuntumpo. And on my dapa, and I'm on 2016. The Amin I almost are. I'm sure my dear the palm channel. I'm gonna who from one in show.
Me da say, Doc, yen fancy.
Yo, Obrempon, let me say
Dallas o.
caller now can say I mean Dallas boy.
No. We dey there you get issues.
No, me tell say. So say how me omu do be ba.
Yenko
Omu fo be a.
Yenko issues.
No, we need to address it. They're very important.
Wait, me callers ne dey na me person.
Yeah, no, it is part of the game. What you say? Because Dallas better high. I mean purely propaganda. What you say? Purely propaganda. I'm saying say and Dallas ha. We want the NDC and ne yemfa ne say nka NDC ne wa ban mu a. They should provide us with alternatives. What you say?
Okay.
Omo ne wa ban mu a enke eden eno betima ye. NDC is desperate for power.
Okay.
Ni yeso enim say ekwan bia so omo ntimi fa Ghana for adwin eni agro. Situation we find ourselves in now. Obi anim the reason no say it goes beyond Ghana.
Look,
and you say with the IMF program it will be restored back and definitely the government will make sure say I mean within the shortest possible time and you better start to yi am Ghana for
point
it's omunya GDA e wo Ghana omunya GDA wo MPP government
yeah baby aye way because of incompetence yeah baby aye way because of chrono
and any solutions are dem
alternative provide the alternative we say provide the alternative that
say a teacher for a pekula
dog with you
na man penia high private jets na mu wie mu bo video game Ose Côte d'Ivoire ewo IMF me pacho we IMF for a press release Ose IMF executive board concludes 2020 article consultation with Côte d'Ivoire
me pacho me ba
when we were talking ewo IMF what can say
dog me
IMF Côte d'Ivoire almost say
Ose they went to IMF
Ose omo Côte d'Ivoire Ose IMF Côte d'Ivoire.
Now,
IMF assessment of the Ivorian economy. Ni omo kan ye ne say Ivorian economy COVID-19 bae na ninyinimu 2%. COVID-19 back o ye enne no. By 2021 no moving from 2% to 7%.
Nice take.
Solutions are them mom say one.
In 30 seconds.
Omunya chrono.
What is the current growth of the economy?
Omunya profligate.
What is the current growth rate of the economy? What is the current growth rate? 1 year from 4 NDC 4.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
NDC 4 1 year from 4
clearly the BHR say MPP is spelling mistake.
Me that say
1 year from 4
me that say enti Dallas Ampoma Williams na ote kan oye regional communication officer ma NDC ewe Puemantamu sanso and I would say Dr. Simon Ofori and so enka wono so Empire so first vice chair edema NPP wasanso lecturer ewo Koforia Technical University but if we no and abebo ame ema yetimi ebo enkomo na we mefa we ntwam taw Philip Asante say I love this program. Dr. Simon, you do all. Please tell Dallas that he and NDC don't have anything good for Ghanaians. God bless Agoo FM. Yeah, that's a brave. Philip signed the Bible or say, so Ghanaians think that the NDC have good things for us as a nation. Mr. Mahama cannot win election for NDC. Doctor, God bless you. Inti we ende on also the yeah or the buy yeah inti. Oh, we talk nyina pia bontin obehwe na esre pa ma me fa wontwam happy birthday enkoma wo Betty Koko Osom happy birthday enkoma wo Betty Koko Osom we efri mi ankasa obrempona na kwampoma ena afei Ochiman Youth Association members nyina you say your mau happy birthday. Nyankopon ka wo ho na onhyira wo na onye wo kese na omane ma nyina so entimi nko yie pa. Sanso enchi akese enkoma wo eye H.t Imelda Nana Aba Dawson. H.t Imelda Nana Aba Dawson. We free mi ankasa obrempon na kwampoma eho ena mede ma wo se Nyankopon ka ho baabi a wo bia na ontenanim emfa enkyere wo. Aha na bremi akwan eme de fire issues ene de no ye de nyina de asie. Ebenezer Kwadwonya vocal lover one ni producer HottestDebate sanso ena DJ Truth ena fenso DJ Mashup enso eta ekyire ma bia ekonkan news team ne so boy